Hello, and welcome to another Rouge unit of the week. And today we're taking a look at the Yer-2 ACH-30B bomber. The Yer-2 was a Soviet medium bomber designed for long-range operations. The actual plane was based off a prototype design of an airliner called the Stout-7, which was being tested in the late 30s. This airliner made a rather record-breaking non-stop flight of over 5,000 kilometers, and so they decided, hey, we could probably drop bombs out of this. And so they strapped some guns onto it, a 20mm gun on the front, and a top-mounted turret of 250 cals. They put some armor on it, and it was designated to hold roughly 4,600 kilograms worth of bombs. But of course, with all the guns and the armament, it did make the plane considerably slower compared to the airliner design. And throughout the Great Patriotic War, it would see rather limited service. Just under 400 would end up being built in on and off production schedules. They would see service all the way at the start in 1941, but the main problem with the Yer-2 was its deployment. It would mainly be used as low-level tactical bombers, and a big chunking plane like that didn't prove all that great in that sort of airspace, and so they suffered pretty heavy casualties. In-game, the Yer-2 is a 140-point heavy bomber available to Group Fejunkin, and there's also other variants available to the Estonian division. And, well, this one in case has 4 weapons. So the weapon loadout is pretty nuts. You have an extremely high explosive loadout of 3 1,000 kilogram bombs and 8 250 kilogram bombs, giving you 5,000 kilograms of high explosive. I think that's pretty self-explanatory how bloody explosive that is. In terms of actual weapons on the airplane, however, you only have one 20mm gun on the front, it's like on a turret, and then you have 2 50 cal machine guns in a rear turret. Up down to miscellaneous stats, this one is considered a heavy bomber, has a whopping speed of 260 km an hour, normal optics, really bad agility, and very good resilience. In battle, the Yer-2 is a heavy bomber, a very heavy bomber. With 5,000 kilograms of high explosive, you can pretty much blow anything up in the game if you manage to drop all these bombs on the target. This is actually in fact the heaviest bomber in the entire game with 5,000 kilograms. Usually other bombers of this type will have 2 to maybe 3,000 kilograms, so the jump to this is rather bloody insane. However, of course, with you having to haul 5,000 kilograms of explosives, it's really slow at only 260 kilometers an hour, making it a rather easy plane to intercept and also pretty easy to ward off with just a few heavy anti-aircraft guns. This means in terms of practicality, I find in general heavy bombers are just not very good in the game, just due to this fact of being so slow and they are pretty easy to intercept. Yes, you can survive a lot of firepower because it has a lot of HP, but you're usually going to have so much stress by the time you reach target that your bombs are going to be landing all over the place. To be fair, when you have 5,000 kilograms of high explosives, you don't really have to hit all that accurately, but it definitely ruins your killing effectiveness. And I think this is right when you usually see 1v1 games. Most people just stick to fighter bombers as they're a little bit more durable due to the speed, and multi-use, as you can also use them as fighters. Well, this is purely just a bombing aircraft. There are other variants of this bomber, of course, with different high explosive loadouts. It essentially goes that with both of the divisions you have a heavy bomber version and then a lighter, but still rather heavy bomber version of the airplane as well. And usually the heavier one has pretty poor availability of only 1 in B phase, while the lighter one has a lighter availability of 2 in B phase. But we all know if you're bringing this aircraft, you don't care about balance or strategy or good tactical thinking. You're bringing this because you just want to blow things up. And I'm with you, buddy. I'm 100% behind that idea. I just want to blow things up too, and seeing massive high explosive bombs being dropped on targets is always a fun sight to see. Heck, I wish they had pool boys to the games, dropped by Lancaster bombs, or heck, maybe even a fat man if you get too many kills. And well, I'm gonna leave it off at that. This has been another Rouge unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.